everyone, I'm Mind, and about 2 weeks ago, I was at Brickworld Chicago, which is the biggest LEGO convention in the United States. It was a really fun time. I did a ton of different things. There was like the world premiere of Ninjago Legends Monstrosity, which was super cool to see in a room full of people. There was like 1,000 people there. I actually got to do an interview with one of the Ninjago designers while I was there too. That video is already up on my channel if you want to go check that out. And I also just got to hang out with friends and see some cool LEGO stuff. But of course, it's a LEGO convention, so while I was there, I bought a bunch of LEGO as well as got a little bit of it gifted to me. And I've been meaning to make this video since I got back, but I've had some other things on my plate, but now I finally can. So let's take a look at everything that I got at Brickworld Chicago 2025. And I think this is everything. There's a chance there's other stuff I purchased and I just sort of forgot, because I had a lot of different bags, a lot of different things, but I believe this is the main stuff. You can see there's some sealed sets, there's a few random minifigures, as well as a few cool exclusive items as well. So now let me move the camera up a little bit closer and we can go through everything that I got, where I got it, and how much I actually paid for it. We'll start with one of the more unique items, this box at the front right here. Now this is something that was a gift, something that was very generous, from the Bricklink team. This is a special box to celebrate 25 years of Bricklink, and if we open it up, there's a few different things inside. First, inside there's a message that says, "Share the love." We packed this kit with love and some seriously cool stuff. Now it's your turn. Unwrap the magic, snap a pic, or film your unboxing moment and share it with the world using hashtag Bricklink25. See you on social, the Bricklink team. Now I have already opened this just because I wanted to see what was inside, but of course I'll show everything to you guys. Inside of this bag is a printed brick that says Bricklink25. That's very cool to get. I love collecting like the different printed bricks at these conventions because there's a ton of official ones and a ton of custom ones. I don't know what Bricklink falls under anymore because it's owned by LEGO, so I guess this is an official print. But yeah, very cool one to get. Then there's a little Bricklink25 lanyard right here. I love the little like parrot logo that they have for Bricklink25. I think it's super cute. And speaking of, we have an entire set right here. Now it's just in a bag, but if you scan this QR code right here, you can get the instructions for it. And I'll put a picture on screen, but it's actually a build of the parrot with the party hat. And there's an exclusive printed Bricklink25 tile here as well. I'm not one to keep things sealed, but with exclusive things like this, I never know whether to keep it sealed or put it together. It's a really cute build though, so I probably will put it together at some point. And then finally, we have a few more small things in here. There is 2 stickers, one for the Bricklink Designer Program, and finally a blue magician hat piece, which is very sweet. Yeah, this entire box was a very sweet gift. I'm very grateful to the Bricklink team for giving me one of these. It's a very cool item to now have in my collection. Let's see, what else? I guess I'll grab this giant bag right here. This was actually not from Brickworld itself. This was from a Bricks and Minifigs nearby. But this is a used LEGO Elf set. I think it was like $30 or $40. It was a very good price, and I don't know, I like the colors on it. It's like this spring green castle. Actually, the instructions right here. I can take those out to show you. Yeah, it's this like spring green castle set, and I personally never had any LEGO Elf sets myself, but I always thought they were super cool. This one was a good price, and I like the colors, so I was like, sure, why not? I'll pick it up. It's not confirmed to be complete, but I was looking, and it seems like mostly everything's there. It's got the minifigures, and it's got this portal piece, which is one of the most interesting parts to me. So yeah, I think this will be a fun one to put together. On a similar note, I have a Ninjago set right here that I also got from the same Bricks and Minifigs. This one is the Skull Truck from the Pilots for only $30. Again, it's used, and it's not guaranteed to be complete, but it looks like most of the parts are there. No minifigures in this one. But this is one of the Pilot sets that I was missing, and I feel like it's one of the most iconic sets from that era of the show. So it's one I've had my eye on for a while, and that was just such a great price I couldn't pass it up. Expect a review on this set at some point. I've not done the throwback reviews in a while, but I do really want to get back into them. And when I do, this is going to be on my list of things to review. And I don't mind the missing minifigures because I already have them all. So it's not the end of the world to not have duplicates, especially with a price like that. Now, most of this other stuff came from the garage sale. Now, if you guys don't know what the garage sale is, it's essentially a yard sale just for LEGO. It's LEGO fans selling things from their collection, and that is the place to buy LEGO at Brickworld. Because there are vendors in the convention, and I did pick up a few small things from them. I'll show you that when we get to them. But a lot of the vendors are charging higher prices. They're charging Bricklink prices. At the garage sale, it's mostly just fans trying to offload parts of their collection they don't have room for anymore. So while there is some expensive stuff, a lot of the stuff is very affordable, and you can get some really good deals there, especially at the end of the night when everyone starts slashing their prices. So the garage sale is always the most exciting thing to me. That being said, I feel like my garage sale was a little bit of a fail this year. I got a few cool things, but not as much as I had hoped, so let me show you what I did get. First up, we got these Chima Speedors right here. I only bought these because I have never owned Speedors. Despite being a LEGO fan when Chima was around, I never liked Chima as a kid, so I never bought a single Chima set. I got like a small $10 one as a joke like 2 years later. But I've come around on Chima. I don't dislike it like I did when I was a kid. And I've always been curious like what the gimmick sets actually were, and these I'm pretty sure are being sold for $5, so I'm like, yeah, $5 for a long retired set, I can't say no to that. So I decided to pick it up just to see what it's like. After that, we have some pretty funny loose minifigures. I bought some Angry Birds figures, because that's a theme I actually really like, but I literally only bought one of the sets when they were around, so I've slowly been building up the full LEGO Angry Birds collection. So this is Battle Damage Dread. I don't remember what set he came in, but it's a variant I didn't have yet. On a similar note, here we have the Chef Pig. Very funny design. I still have him in the bag I bought him in. Let me remove him. Yeah, there you go. There's a better look at that figure. But then the big purchase, the Mighty Eagle. I paid like $25 for this guy. I think I paid $30 for all three, or all four. I think I had another pig too, but I don't know where I put it. But yeah, this was the big purchase, because I've been wanting to get this guy for a while, just because I think he's very funny. He was sealed, like never opened when I bought him. He was still in the original packaging. And I kid you not, like literally the moment we got home, one of my friends was like moving the wings around and it broke. This is because it is dark brown, and dark brown is very brittle. But I think it's very funny that I bought a brand new Mighty Eagle and it's already broken. He looks fine, though, even with the broken wing. Very funny figure, though. Next up for garage sale, I've got two Ninjago sets at the top right here. This is the LEGO Junior's LEGO Ninjago movie Shark Attack set. Another one that's just, like, weird and niche and I just didn't have yet. But my goal is to have every single Ninjago set one day, so this is one I still needed, so here it is. I think I paid $10, maybe $15 for this. It was not a high price. Not exciting, but it is what it is. And then after that, I have the Anaconda Crusher. Now, this is one I'm actually pretty excited for because I am a pretty big fan of Tournament of Elements. I actually bought this set from Just Too Good, so shout out Sarah. I think I paid $40 for it, which is more than I'd like to spend on this set, but I did look it up, and that is how much this set is worth. Like, used without minifigures is around $35. So I really don't mind getting it sealed for $40. Or probably sealed. I think that was Sarah's exact words, is that it's probably sealed in here, so hopefully everything is there. I assume it is, though. But yeah, Tournament of Elements is one of my favorite waves in Ninjago, definitely one of my favorite seasons of the show, but I bought very little of it when it was around. So it's awesome that I'm finally building that collection up, and this is one that I still needed. Another one that I will review at some point. Same with the Junior set, but the Junior set is a lot lower priority. This one's probably coming out sooner. And then I think we're taking a break from the garage sale stuff, because the next few things did not come from the garage sale, starting with this Harry Potter set right here. Now, no, I did not buy a Harry Potter set on purpose. In fact, I did not buy a Harry Potter set at all. This was the weirdest event of the entire convention. When we were checking in on Wednesday, me and all my friends went to check in, and then suddenly the people checking us in just said, here's some free LEGO sets. They gave every single person a free LEGO set, and this is the one that I got. I guess it's like meant to be a little gift for buying a ticket, which is like a cute idea. This wasn't a thing last year, at least when I checked in. So I don't know if it's just a limited stock thing and I didn't get there in time last year, or if this is a new thing for this year. But hey, I guess that's a little, like, bonus for checking in. I got one of the better sets, because what, this is like $20 retail. Some of my friends got polybags, a little $10 sets. But another one of my friends got the $100 radio for free as his check-in bonus. Which, like, that's sweet of Brickworld Chicago to do, but on the other hand, the tickets I bought were $160. So I'd rather not pay $160 if it meant we weren't giving out $100 sets, and I think most people would agree. So yeah, nice to have, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with this one, because I'm not a LEGO Harry Potter guy. I'm either going to sell it or scrap it for parts, but it is something that I got, so that's why it's in this video. After that, we have Galactus. Now, this is straight up a set I bought at the LEGO store. It was just a newer set that I wanted. Have not built it yet, but yeah, Fantastic Four Galactus set. Excited that we finally have a LEGO Fantastic Four set. I think Galactus looks pretty good. The price on this one's a little bit high, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. But yeah, no special story on this or anything. I literally went to the LEGO store and bought the set at retail price. Looking forward to putting it together, though. Then here we have another Ninjago set. Now, this is used. As you can see, this is not the original box, but hopefully everything's complete in here. I've not opened it up yet. This is another one that was on my list of sets I didn't have, and now I have it. The Jaywalker 1 from Possession. I want to say I paid $40 for this. It was either $40 or $50. But either way, that's around retail, so I did not mind that at all. And again, this should be complete. Everything's said complete, like in the, at the vendor spot. But yeah, this was a vendor in the convention, which, as I said, I don't buy a ton from vendors, because usually they're pretty expensive. But this price felt fine to me. This is a set that I've always found very forgettable, so I'm curious how it actually is in person. I don't know why I'm turning this around. There's nothing on the back. But once again, looking forward to building that up. Then here's a strange but very cool one. We have the Elemental Dragon. Now, this is not an official LEGO set. This is a Brickworld custom set. Every year, Brickworld has a theme, and they have a custom set that's themed around that. And this year, I believe the theme was, like, braving the elements. So the custom set was this Elemental Dragon. Last year's Brickworld set did not really interest me at all, but this one I thought, oh, hey, that's actually kind of cool, and the price was surprisingly good. Because this is not included with your ticket, this was a separate purchase, but it was only $40 for 576 pieces. And I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool. It's got, like, plants at the front, then water, then a little bit of air, and then fire at the back. Yeah, braving the elements. I thought it was a neat model. So I might do a review on this as well if you guys are curious on seeing that. From pictures, though, I like this a lot. I think it's a very cool model. After that, we have another purchase that I made in the convention. These three things right here. These came from Pop's Block Shop, and I want to give a shout out to Pop because he's easily my favorite vendor in the convention. He's a very friendly person, and his prices are by far the best outside of the garage sale. He's where I bought a lot of the stuff last year, and in fact, I did a whole video on my Brickworld haul last year if you guys want to check that out. I'll put a card in the top right corner to that if I remember. But yeah, he doesn't sell a lot of sets. He mostly sells minifigures. However, he did have one set that I was looking for, Benny's Space Squad, and I paid $40 for this, which I do not feel great about. And the reason why is for this, the classic pink spaceman. I need that spaceman. That is the only spaceman I don't have, which is funny because that was one of the easiest ones to get. I regret so much not buying this set when it was out. It warmed the shelves. I found it on clearance for like $8 and did not pick it up when it was available. Because back then I didn't care about classic space and I never thought I would, but I absolutely came around to it. And yeah, this is just kind of how much this set is sealed now. You might be able to find it for like 30 or 35 on Bricklink, but then you have to pay for shipping and everything, and I'm like, you know what, it's Pop, it's right here in front of me. I'm probably not going to find it cheaper, so I'm like, sure, I'll pay the 40 for it. And then the very next day at the garage sale, I found it for 30, so I'm like, well, whatever, it is what it is. I have this set, I wanted the set, that's what matters. You get 4 classic spaceman, and Benny has an expression, which I didn't have for him yet. It's a great set, it just is a $10 set. And I never feel good paying that much over retail, but that is like the market value of this set right now. Then I did not get as many like individual minifigures this year as I did last year, but I did pick this one up, the little black Ewok. Ewoks are just very funny, and this is one I did not have yet. I want to say he was like $5, maybe $8. I don't know, I thought he was a cute one to pick up. And then this guy, I think this guy is awesome. It's a classic black Lego dragon that uses like the old crocodile head and crocodile tail piece, and then it has like these transparent reddish-orange wings. And I just think this is like the coolest thing ever. I love classic Lego stuff like this. And it was only $25, which surprised me. I fully expected this to be like $50. Before the convention started, Pop had posted on Instagram that he had these, and I was like, yep, I need to go pick one of those up. He only had 2, one of them sold out immediately. There was one left when I got to the convention on Wednesday, and I bought it right away. And I do not regret this at all. Like, this is such a cool figure. And now we're at the last 2 things that I got at the garage sale. Starting with the smaller one, I got some LEGO Star Wars magnets that are based off Episode 6. I always thought the magnets were super cool as a kid. I believe these are the ones that can be removed from the magnets, so it's just a minifigure set. I want to say they were charging like $10 for this, so like that's not bad at all. And I just thought it was really cool if they still had this sealed. And I will be opening this because it is 3 really cool minifigures. You have like a late 2000s Han Solo, a late 2000s Scout Trooper, and then Paplu, one of the Ewoks. Then these final 2 full sets are probably my biggest like scores of the garage sale. First up, the classic LEGO Star Wars Gungan sub. This is used. I know the box is here, but it is like open and built. Not completely built, it's like falling apart in there. Here, let me show you guys. This is what's inside, so I do have to put it back together. But this was $60 with the box and almost complete. Literally, the only thing missing is Jar Jar's torso, which funnily enough, I already have. I bought a bulk Lego lot when I was a kid, and that was in there. But it's got the other 2 minifigures, it's got the rest of the build. And it was $60. I was like, that's a really good deal. I'm very nostalgic for it because this appears in LEGO Star Wars, the video game that I played when I was a kid. This was the very first thing I saw when I walked in. They said $60, and I was like, yup, I didn't even try to haggle, because a big part of the garage sale's haggling. They'll put it at 6, and you'll go, would you do 50? And they go, I'll do 55. And you're like, okay. This one, nope, they said 60. I'm like, sure, I'll pay 60. 60 seems good for this. I don't collect as much modern Star Wars, but I do really love classic Star Wars. So I think this is going to be a really awesome set to have in my collection. The minifigures, too. Having that classic Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. Yeah, I'm very happy with this pickup. Especially having the box, too. Like, that's awesome just to have, even if it is open. And then finally, for full sets, this is definitely my most expensive pickup of the convention, the super secret police dropship from the LEGO Movie. I don't really talk about it much, but I am a very big fan of the LEGO Movie theme. I had a bunch of the sets when I was younger, and this is one that I always wanted but never got. I like it for a couple of reasons. Number one, you get a bunch of the police robots. Like, this is by far the set that comes with the most of them, and they are like the generic villain in that movie. I think the vehicle's super cool. It's a very iconic part of the movie where that appears, and it goes really well with the bad cop car, which I also have. But the biggest thing is those non-robot minifigures that it comes with, because it comes with Emmett, it comes with Batman, and I believe this was the first LEGO Movie set to come with Batman, even though he did come in some smaller sets down the line. But then the other 2 are the really exciting ones. It comes with Lloyd Garmadon and Johnny Thunder. So this is one of the few LEGO sets that's not a Ninjago set, but still comes with a Ninjago minifigure. That is 2012 Lloyd that was reprinted here in 2014, and it's the exact same minifigure except he has the updated face. So since there's a Ninjago minifigure in this set, I will probably review this one. And then Johnny Thunder was also really cool to have updated. They have redone him a few times since, but when this set came out, that was like a really special thing. There's a look at the back of the box if you're curious, and I ended up paying $140 for this. I think retail was $100, so I didn't pay too much more than retail. Again, I don't like paying over retail, but it's a set that's 11 years old, so I can't complain too much. What I can complain about, though, are my biggest fails of the night, because there was a few things I really wanted to get, but then I hesitated, and then someone else bought them, and I regret hesitating a lot. Starting with the seller that I bought this from, they had the Diesel Knot from Ninjago Hunted for $200. And I hesitated on that one because of that $200 price point. $200 felt like a lot. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go around the convention and see if I find anything else I want, and if I don't find anything else, I'll come back and buy the Diesel Knot. So then I went around the entire convention and I went, 200's still a lot, so I'll go around one more time. And then I go around one more time, and I decide on my way back, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna spend the 200. I've looked it up on Bricklink, and that's not like too far out of what market value is. So I go over to the vendor, and it's gone. That's entirely on me. I had multiple chances to buy that set, and I just didn't, and I don't know why I didn't. Especially because they had this one too, and I was planning to buy this either way, but I had not bought it yet. And a lot of the times with the vendors, you can negotiate with them, and if I had set up buying this one and that one, he might have given me some sort of discount. But nope, I hesitated, so this is the only one I got. And this is a very cool set, but the Diesel Knot would have been an awesome pickup. It's the only set from 2018 I'm missing. And unfortunately, I am still going to be missing it, because yeah, it did not come home with me. Other major things I really had a chance to pick up, but just didn't. Someone was selling the Brick Daddy Space Police set, like the bigger one, the like black limo ship. It was used, but for $70, complete with minifigures, and I thought that was really cool, and I should have picked that up. $70's not bad at all for that. And then someone was selling the original Star Wars Sandcrawler set. Now, the Sandcrawler is something that I'm very nostalgic for, again, because of those video games when I was a kid. I think it was like $350 they were selling it for, and it was no box, but sealed bags, so it was like new pieces inside. And again, I was really close to getting that one, but I'm like, that's a lot of money, so let me think if I want to spend $350. And I did the exact same thing where I looped around and then it was gone. So then I'm like, okay, I'm not spending $350 on that, so maybe I'll spend it on the Diesel Knot, and then the Diesel Knot was gone. So yeah, that's a lesson for next year's. I should not hesitate, because I hesitated on 3 different things that I wanted and I ended up getting none of them. But I still ended up with some cool stuff. I just feel like I could have gotten more. But anyway, that is the end of the garage sale, and we have one last thing to look at, and that is this exclusive Ninjago Legends monstrosity bag that we were given. It's a little dusty because it's traveled all the way from Illinois to New Jersey, but it's got this amazing graphic on the front of Kai, and it says Ninjago Legends Monstrosity, Ninjago Legends. And if I open it up, there's a ton of cool stuff inside. Now, this was given to me by the LEGO Ambassador Network. They had some representatives there, and all of us ambassadors got these bags, but a few were given out to the public as well. Inside of here, this should be a sweatshirt. Yes, it is. Then it's mostly black, but it says Ninjago Legends Monstrosity right there. But then on the back, we have that same awesome graphic of Kai. Unfortunately, it's very hot in New Jersey right now, so I don't know when I'm going to wear this, but when the colder weather comes around, this is something I'm absolutely going to wear because it looks so cool. Let's see what else we have in the bag. We have 2 poly bags right here. There's not much to see on the front. One says Mech and one says Dragon. And these are the exclusive sets for Brickworld Chicago 2025. Now, these are very rare. There was only 150 made of each of them. And that is why I have not opened them. I am not the type of person who tends to collect things sealed, but this is such an exclusive Ninjago item that I think I am going to leave them sealed, because what's inside is just basic bricks to build those sets. Here, I can show you the instructions that they came with. There's the Micro Kai's Fire Mech, and there's the Micro Guardian Dragon. Both very cool, and I'm definitely going to build them for my collection, but I'd rather just spend the $10 extra to order the bricks separately, and leave these ones sealed, because yeah, these are exclusive bags that are never going to be made again. So every single time someone opens these, there's less in circulation. It just becomes basic bricks again. Not typically a sealed collector, but I think this is a lot cooler than just building them. And then finally in the bag, we have a copy of Ninjago Shatterspin. This was the second comic that was supposed to come out last year, but then there was like publishing issues. However, the full book has finally been released, I believe. If it's not officially been released, it's coming out soon. This may be an early copy, I do not remember. But yeah, I'm glad this is finally out there, and I'm very grateful to now have my own copy of it, too. And there we go! That is everything that I got at Brickworld Chicago 2025. What do you think of my haul overall? Was it a success or a failure? Personally, I'd say it was a success, but it could have been a much bigger success if I didn't hesitate as much at the garage sale. Still, I got some awesome new Ninjago sets to add to my collection, and a few other little random things I thought would be cool. But yeah, overall, Brickworld was a very fun time, and this was only a small part of it. If you want to see what I got at Brickworld last year, I'll link that video in the description and the pinned comment, or if you want to see my interview with the Ninjago designer, I'll also link that. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it, subscribe to my channel if you're new. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!